Okay, good. Well, that finally worked. Um,
There we go. We
good.
are live. Watch
Now,
live. Let me make sure I have it muted here. Good
now we're
too.
live. Okay. Well, good. Um,
Last,
that was a
ring
pain.
the bell.
We are here. All right, let me open up all these tabs now that I need to open up. Boo.
Bob is
Boo.
in. Launch.
Boo when things don't work.
Redemption. Me. Okay. Here we are.
And that one. Okay. So that's all of those things. That's all up. Yo, big show. Yeah, Kurgan, unfortunately, the computer decided not to start streaming. So I guess it is what it is.
Streamless stream.
Yeah, streamless stream for this evening. So Flex is with
Nice.
me, and we got this up and going. And that says we're on. Mark that as red. I need to load the game now again. God, it is what it is.
We
CM
got Punk
Punk's
in the house.
here. Slim numbers.
We got Slim Shady. Oh,
Let's
Telvin's back.
go. Telvin Spider Guard. All right, let me see if I can load this up again. Boo. Had to restart my computer at 8:01 because it would not connect to Twitch for whatever reason. But that's all right. Thank goodness for mini computers.
All set up there, bro?
Yeah, I'm having to do the last minute trying to get all the what's it called? All the web pages up that we need. We have 3 brogs tonight, so I
Oh,
have to
man.
set all these back up again while streaming. Otherwise, people just leave. They're like, it's 8:02. Where is everybody? Like, what the heck, man? So it is what it is. Derek's got a question for you there, Flex.
Yeah, I responded.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't I haven't been able to do a consistent schedule or find a consistent schedule with it. So sometimes you'll see me on Mondays or Sundays or Thursdays or whenever I can help and tag along, help with the official releases and blog stuff just because my life is a little chaotic between coaching, consulting, board meetings, and all the other stuff that I involve myself in. Trolling, of course.
I was about to say, if it wasn't for all the trolling, you'd probably have more time.
I probably might, but then people would people would miss the trolling.
Without the trolling, like what are we gonna do here?
Yeah, what else am I gonna do? I gotta have a claim to fame.
Steven Randall's in the house. Kirk, and you're
Let's
streaming too.
look this
Nice.
up.
Southside's here. Fry Guy's here. Big love. What up,
I got
Dolph?
smoke. Building up a little bit in here.
Tompy.
We have Cacao.
All right, I
We have
have.
Big Show didn't say anything to me, so he's off the Hanukkah card list. Got Dirty Footers. Thump is here. Thump, thump, thump.
Two Bob.
No space. Yep, Hutch, that's pretty much it. That's
Exclamation
me too.
point, two Bob. Yeah, there's two Bob's input.
Son, Bobby.
Sandman. D, what up? Acknowledge the bro. What up, Sizzle?
If we troll, let's
Get the hell out of here, Kurgan.
we're gonna need a hack pack for that, Kurgan. Bro might have that actually.
I
Might have a
mean,
hack pack.
I mean, he does
Hit
do
that January.
color. He does do color turn gems, and there is a color turn gem played out
Oh, are
there.
you previewing stuff? Too late, Big Show. Too late. Off the list.
Mr. DY, what's up, Dirty? It's like when Hogan faced
Dirty,
Warrior.
spicy.
When the Hogan faced the Warrior. All right, so what is on the agenda tonight?
There.
So we have not once, but twice, but thrice the Brogs available today. A couple of them are already released, so we're just going to go over them and what they say, including Flash Feud times and Flash Feud lines. So we're going to do Brogs on Brogs on Brogs. You son of a gun. What's up, Corn Dog? Oh my gosh, Toppy, why? Why? Why?
Like listen again.
Mask Dean videos. Why? Had a Broflex machine. The resistance bands. The Broflex. top line. You got a big mouth, John Selena.
Uh,
Nice.
let's see.
So we have three bliggity blogs to shout out the Davies of D's. Two of them are already live. Flex and I will give our feedback on all of them, apparently. And then the rest of the time will be basically CSS gameplay for this weekend, considering that we have Flash Feuds. So you guys pick who you want, and we'll do some gameplay of that kind of stuff. I don't think we have the moment live on this account yet.
I don't think so.
Check right now, but I'm pretty sure we don't. It wasn't loaded earlier today, so
Yeah.
yes, we do, too, Bob. Yes, we do. Yeah, I think it's all the way.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
No, we don't
Oh,
have.
you're getting it a few seconds before me.
Yeah, it's still not unlocked on this account. So
Okay.
if it gets unlocked and we can lock it up, then good. Can I use Victoria? Absolutely, Dirty. Yes, Toppy. I know.
Right after you're checking.
I know who you want with this. All right, so we got three brogs to go over. So let's
Yeah.
get that stuff
Or
going.
Brogan.
We'll be brogging. Pada. There we go. All right, so this one's already out. We've already got the game sort of going with it. So I'm not going to read this one. I'm not going to record this. It's already out, and at this point, I've lost the audience for it. But I will record the feud CSS one. Right? Like there's no point in me recording this one.
Mhm.
If you don't know, you
Uh,
you don't really play the game, right? It's already all live in game right now. So so yeah, let's get it with it. So we got Outbreak 2025. We got the week 2. The Spring Outbreak continues, and this time, like I mentioned last week, we have the Putrid Pearls prize wall, and we can go over a little bit of that today. I know you're pretty high on that, Flex.
I
Or
am. I do like that wall a lot. There's some of the other things I saw earlier today I'm not as high on, but the putrid wall is definitely that's a banger.
yeah, so that's a good thing we can talk about a little bit later as well too. It's got fantastic rewards. We do have now your ability to get the LA Knight gear. You can get his shower gear, the +4 starting MP, and 150% damage straps. So you can collect moment tokens in offers and bags to unlock the new Spring Outbreak 2025 moment. So I'm assuming tomorrow Merrick's will have gameplay of
Hmm.
that. So
I
we'll
like
check
that
that.
moment actually. I know everybody loves it. The biggest issue that I see so far, bro, is just maxing that. But otherwise, it seems like a pretty decent moment.
Yeah, I think it could be really good. I didn't get a chance, obviously, to play any of the characters in
Yeah.
it, but I think they all get a little bit of a boost, which is always helpful going
Yep.
forward. So this week, the Corroded Compass prize wall, and in the Screamium loot that you can find the CM Punk gear. And this week you can find the LA Knight gear, as I said, on the Putrid Pearls prize wall and in the Wednesday to Friday loot. So this week, like last week, there were 2 loots. So you'll have a chance to get them on those loots, and you'll get a chance to win some of those loot coins in my giveaway tomorrow. Would I take the shards and get Zombie Sammy or Zombie Knight? Ooh, who would you take, Flex, between Zombie Sammy and Zombie Knight? Like, I like Zombie Knight. Um,
I haven't
hmm.
really played with Zombie Knight. I mean, if you're getting all the other stuff, like I guess his gears and maybe the moment, probably him. Sammy's so good. Plus I
Yeah,
mean,
if you got his gear and you got
both
the
characters are
all
really
the
good.
other stuff with it, Zombie Sammy's really good. That's a hard one to pick, man. You
Yeah, it's a
read
tough one. It goes basically by gameplay and what other stuff you have along with that, what kind of straps and what other extras. The stuff you mixed up, since I call them.
corn dog. That's awesome. Must be hungry. I read that as cornbread. So this moment is live in game. I don't have it tonight, but y'all can check it out. This is the 2025 moment available in the daily offers and grab bag competitions. You will need 4 to unlock, and then again, it looks pretty decent. So silence gems do 100%, X breaks do 100%, trap gems do 150, leech gems do 150. It don't think it's going to take anybody over the top, but that in conjunction with the other plates and their new gears is going to be good for them. So it's not bad.
Yeah. Zombie Bailey got a really big boost this weekend. If you really look at it, between the gear being at 150%, her finisher increases by 147%, I think, at 6 gold max. Then this one increases the silent gem damage, and then also the plate.
Hmm.
LA Byte. Yeah, no, was it the damage control plate or whatever it is,
Yeah,
that increases
it's
after.
her plate, right? Is it the out of control plate?
Yeah, yeah, out of control one. Yeah, the out of control one. So she got a really big boost this weekend. I know it's not optimal, but for some of the way that people run it, but she got a really big boost this week.
She did. I think I made a video. Maybe I didn't. I can't remember who I made a video this past week. It's all been a blur since I came back from the cruise, but I
Yeah,
did make some gameplay videos. Maybe I made one of hers.
yeah.
Maybe I
Sobering
didn't.
up, everything. Still sober.
Geez, somehow I made it. Anyway, screen test taken from a test environment. It is a work in progress. What's happening, ARG?
Mhm.
So the gears, we all saw them. Click for more info about where you can find all that stuff. This is all continuation from last week, but this week we have the perished plunder faction loot contest. And that's going to be going on all week. It already started today. It's going to go to the end of the week. The Rotting Reef Rules contest, my gosh, starting today, ending Wednesday. Sunken Souls Showdown is going to begin on Wednesday, and that's also going to end Friday on Reset. The Daily Gold Guts and Ghouls, like we saw last week, that's going to go on for 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday. And then there will be a Steel Cage Showdown tournament, and that's going to be Wednesday through Friday. At least that's what we hope. The Putrid Pearls prize wall reward highlights. We'll go check that out in game, so I'm not going to sit here and read all of that to you. The Corroded Compass prize wall is still going on. This is going to end at the end of this week. So let me bring that back up. 3/29. So that's going to end Saturday. So don't wait until Monday to try to cash those in. Don't be that person. I will laugh at you. On that one, I've already given an entire prize wall video for that one. Shout out to
Yeah.
the Jane Nasty Booty. Um, and then the shards and all that.
JNB, the law firm, JNB.
The JNB. We've already we've already gone off for that kind of stuff. The solo contest ends this week as well too. We've gone over all of this stuff. None of that has changed from the last time I read this last week. And then who you have to beat on each tour on the different days. None of that has changed as well. So you can definitely check that out on your own time. This refreshes Monday. This is the week 2 stuff. There we go. Went too far. So week 2 stuff that we haven't looked at. So beat the Silver Boss Tour with Bret Hart. Beat the Silver Boss Tour with Ricky Steamboat, with Cody Rhodes, The Endless Nightmare, with Shawn Michaels, The Heartless Kid. And then the Gold Tour with Usos, Sami Zayn, Becky Lynch, Randy Orton. We got the Daily Gold Guts and Ghouls contest. That obviously ends later this week. And what else we got? Parish Plunder Faction Loot Contest. So anytime you spend one Screamium loot coin, which is in game right now, you will help your faction to get yourself more Putrid Pearls, jewelry boxes, 500 of those pearls, and more tentacles and tombstones. I'm surprised I have not said that incorrectly this entire time. Up to 200, top 200.
There's when I see that, the first word, I think something. I'm reading something else entirely.
Exactly.
My
I'm
immature brain.
surprised. I'm surprised I've said it correctly both last week and this time.
Bravo. Kudos to you for being staying mature.
The Rotting Reef Rules contest, which is going to end on the 26th, so 2 days from now. So you can earn points for that Tentacles and Tombstone Rotting Reef Rules Tour. My goodness, that's an unbelievable title. It's like an academic title. Just long.
The alliteration is overwhelming.
My
Back-to-back
goodness.
alliterations. And
So
another one after that with the T, bringing the T back.
I know this is just ridiculous. Anyways, tier 6 metal chests, premium faction chest, 5 tentacles and tombstone chests, and more of those contest points. You can get more corroded compasses if you are in the top 200 leaderboard for that. There is a Sunken Souls showdown competition. Continue with the showdown this week. 1.25 million of those more contest points, more corroded compasses, more corroded compass chests, 10 tentacles and tombstone moment chests, so a chance for you to get a good moment, and a tier 6 metal chest. So that's always good. Good. All right. So allowable equipment into the steel cage, gear, moments, perks, tag links, strapped, bonus, and medals. No plates again. They've heard you. Don't worry. Don't worry. Damage boost this time, but you get 50% all gems, 100% botch, 50% multi, 100% silence, X-break, blast, leech, power, and traps. These boosts do not affect damage per color or moderate gem moves. So, yay. There's a lot of boosts, which is nice, so that you can actually do something. You just can't have the plates modify anything, so that's the only issue. The only thing is that defense is for this one. Elite League Plus is going to be any zombie. It does show male, female in game, I believe. Yes, it is male, female.
Yeah, that's subject to change because the weekends was supposed to be male, female, and we got, double male. So
Exactly.
we had
Um,
we had a sausage showdown.
I'm reading all this stuff right now, and I just went to the game, and there is actually no showdown in here right now. So I'm assuming this is Wednesday to Friday. So we're just going to skip all this right now since it's not in game.
Yeah,
So not going to read it. Maybe that's Wednesday to Friday. Hold on.
yeah, I would think that's STC.
Is this the Wednesday to Friday part of it? Damage with LA Knight, damage with any zombie, breaker on blast gems, blah 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 blah. LA Knight and Universal Champion League is higher, and any zombie superstar. I'm assuming. Is there any female CSS within this? Doesn't show any female CSS. I don't know. It could be male, male. It could be male, female. I have no idea.
I think it's male, male. Yeah, I think it's male, male, but it could be anything, and those tasks could change. So
I don't know what to tell y'all because this could have been sent to me and released yesterday, but here we are. And then this should be in game right now, right? These tours as it stands. Is this freeze again? Oh my gosh. Hold on. The 6 gold account froze on me. I have to reload it. It's going to be one of those nights. First the game doesn't load, then everything loads. Whatever.
yeah,
Extreme
okay,
rules.
good.
You got it. It's all here. You've seen it. If you haven't seen it, go find it. Go like it. I mean, I'll like it. Why not? I'll be number 21. But I guess most people haven't seen this. Put a 1 in the chat if you saw this before the stream today, and I just read through it like I didn't care.
Or they don't like it.
Or they don't like it. They just
I
didn't.
think people just wait for you to read it to them, and then they do it on their own, which is the right thing to do.
Yeah,
Or bro read it to you, and then you read it. By then you can read it off memory from hearing bro read it.
Go effing find it. Exactly. Okay, so some of y'all read this. Cool. All right. You're the first like. There you go. The first liker is in here. Okay, so that is what you guys are doing this week. There should be a showdown, hopefully Wednesday through Friday for this week. And then we have it also says Extreme Rules, and then it also has the feud this weekend. There's a lot of things going on. And then next week we got Boss Battle again. Yeah. And we back in. All right. 1 down.
Yeah.
Flash Feuds is the next one. All right, this one we record. This one we make a little bit bigger. There we go. So I can read it, so Flex can read it, so everybody can read it. There we go.
Look at that. Accessibility mode.
You don't read blogs until the blog reads it for me. Derek, I appreciate that. Hopefully that was a good enough read for most of it. That you got an idea of what you got to do this week. Hopefully it's okay. All right, let's do this right here. Class is in session. The professor is in. I got Flex with me. What's happening, Flex?
What's going on, bro? Good to have you back and good to be with you again.
So definitely check out TWF Gaming and make sure you're subscribed to their channel as well too to get the latest gameplay and superstar previews in the game. So let's do this. Let's bro. We have our Flash Feuds info, the work in progress for this weekend, 3/28. So we got the info. We got the line bonuses. Let's break it down. Let's bro. So feud number 1 is going to be 3/28. That is this Friday, 6 p.m. specifically Pacific time, and that's going to end at 2 a.m. on the 29th, specifically Pacific time. So if you got CM Punk, the voice of the voice list, you have top lane bonus. Mid lane is going to be any Roman Reigns, any Trickster, and open. That's going to be +1 starting MP, plus 50% purple damage, plus 20% war score. Bottom row is going to be any zombie, any acro, any new gen, and open for +1 blue, 25% blue gem damage, and plus 10% war score boost. This is in game right now. So if you go into your game, you will see that. What you also might see for the first time, dun, 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 is that steel cage rules. The listed equipment is allowed in the steel cage, and this time it's everything. Everything's allowed in there.
Trigger people, right?
Yeah, we're just trying to trigger people today. Hope you're triggered while you're watching this video. Maybe I actually don't hope anyone's triggered, but welcome. Everything. All move damage, the damage boost and stuff. So you get plus 50% purple gem, plus 50% blue gem, plus 100% multiplied gem damage, and 100% bleed gem damage. Other moves and gems will still do damage, but the gems above and the moves benefiting from the boosts will do more damage. So while you're strategizing on whom to use in your lineup, keep this in mind that there are extra boosts, and I can show you where to get those in game afterwards. Cool. Don't forget that because this is a Flash feud, first time wins with a superstar in a brawl are going to be 65,000. All right. That's feud number 1. That's already in game. Feud number 2 is going to begin at 8 a.m. specifically Pacific time on Saturday, and it's going to end at noon Pacific time. So we got a 4-hour feud. It is another male feud. And this time you're going to need in the top row Seth freaking Rollins, and that's going to get you the +3 starting MP. The mid row is going to have Dominic Mysterio at 6-star. Now, it didn't say which Dominic Mysterio. It might be any Dominic Mysterio, any technician, and open. I think it's any Dominic Mysterio, yes. +1 starting MP, 50% multiplying, 20% war score. Otherwise, which Dominic Mysterio would it be? Like JD, though?
I'm using Dirty Dom, so that's all I'm
Oh,
using.
yeah, I think it's probably Dirty Dom. Maybe that's what it is. This is probably Dirty Dom. It's not listed here, but we're going to go with Dirty Dom. And then the bottom row is going to be any zombie, any striker, any attitude, and open for +1, 25% green gem damage, and a 10% war score boost. For the second steel cage, again, everything is allowed for this one. So 50% red gem, 50% multiply, 100% bleed, and 50% green gem damage. I will stress this again. Other moves and gems will still do damage, but these ones above will get more damage. Feud number 3, yay for more damage.
I love more damage. More damage.
More damage for everybody. Saturday night, 6 p.m. specifically Pacific time until midnight on the Sunday morning. We will have our third feud, and this is going to be a female feud. The top row is going to be Liv Morgan Revenge Tour. She's going to be our top line bonus. Any Liv 6-star is going to be in the midline with any acrobat and open. Any zombie, any showboat, any Hall of Fame and open in the bottom lineup. And that's going to come with, again, everything is allowed inside. 50% blue, 50% green, 100% reinforce, and 100% protect gems.
Those are beautiful. I love Flash having cage on it because I think it's the perfect form for perfect place for it, because you can have 4 different flavors across the weekend and really actually strategize and not suffer through it.
Mm-hmm.
The female one, that one is, I mean, that's got Maxine written all over it too.
Oh, absolutely. Red, blue, and green.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that.
Maybe a little bit
All
of
right,
Charlotte, too. Feud number 4 is another female feud. That's going to begin Sunday morning, 6 a.m. specifically Pacific time, and then end at reset, which is noon on Sunday, specifically Pacific time. And your top line is going to be Lyra Valkyria. And then in the midline, any Chelsea Green at 6-star silver, by the way. Any powerhouse and open, any zombie, any tech, any legend, and open as well. This one, if you hadn't gotten the hint already, as a history professor, I can't do anything for you. Everything is going to be allowed in the cage this time, with 50%.
So good.
50% yellow, 100% column, 100% purple move, and 50% red gem damage. So that...
Get the yeet plates out.
Get your yeet plates out. The bro likes it. That is our first 4 of the work in progress of the Flash feuds. But if you do end up going to the Then Now Forever, it's been updated. And if you scroll all the way down, scrolly, to the Tours and Feud Contest Superstars, you will notice that this has been updated with the latest feud, CSS. They are on here right now. We'll back this out for just a second. So the Contest Superstars for the Flash feud, CM Punk, the voice of the voiceless. If you got him last weekend or get him this weekend, you will have a chance to have the top line for the first feud, along with Roman Reigns, the OTC, Jacob Fatu, and any new bloodline, Seth freaking Rollins. As we thought, I'm pretty sure it is Dirty Dom, Dominic Mysterio, since he's the CSS. CM Punk, best in the world, and any Seth Rollins. Feud number 3 is going to have Liv Morgan Revenge Tour, Jade Cargill, Maxine Dupree, and any Raw. And last but not least, Lyra, Asuka, Chelsea Green, and any NXT. So there are your CSS. That is the Brog in terms of the feud, remember that can change. It might change and it might not change. But one thing won't change. Flex and I, we did it. We did it, Flex.
We did it.
We
Hands
read.
up.
We
High
read.
five.
We read the Brog.
We read through flawlessly. And you didn't misread one of the words in the other blog either.
That was very
Great
close.
success.
That was very
This
very close.
CSS is a little heavy on the male side. The female side is pretty favorable. Some of those cards have been around for a while, or have been MLC cards versus the male side is a little bit risky
Yep.
for CSS. But you don't need CSS to max and Flash, so don't worry about it.
Good luck, everybody. Have a good Flash feud this weekend. Broflex out. And that recording's done. Cool. That's 2 out of 3 Brogs. There we go. I've missed a lot of people saying hi. So hi to anybody who walked in. I'm sorry. I've been doing videos. So hello. Elsie Blues here. Shell's here. Donjay. How's everybody doing? Broflex. Last but not least has been the Showdown update. That's the one that we got to go over. Is part 2. And give our thoughts about this one. All right, so if you didn't see it already, I already made a video. I read it this morning for y'all. But the improvements of the Showdown, this is the part 2 we saw with the R70 update that they began overhauling the Showdown. And this goes live next week, right? The week 5, that's when this is going to go live?
Yeah.
It's not going to be this week. This week will still be the same, but next week, as they try to, because the updates might not be out for everybody. So like if Apple and or Android don't have the updates done, then we have people on different platforms trying to do Showdown with one revamped and one isn't. That's just going to cause all sorts of chaos. So yeah, is what it is. All right, everything in here will go live the week of 3/31, so that is next week. Roll out on all major platforms beginning this week. So once that all comes through, it will be ready to go. Summary of the improvements that we have already made in R70 was the matchmaking revamp, the notoriety readjustment, and new player friendly. This was all stuff that I read the last time they did this 4 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, something like that. But now, what's new in R71? So from what you can see interesting things here. So first off, you have a button here, I think, that you can click in the middle of those 2 superstars. That'll bring up sort of what it is they do. You'll see the notoriety, and you will see what you have equipped on your superstars, which I think is really cool. All right, you get to see the moves that you have, the plates, the extra bonuses if you have your notoriety or coin promoter. Yes, so this is like a whole... was it UI interface? Is that what we call this?
Yeah, essentially. User experience, user interface.
Yeah, so this is, they're trying to definitely make it a lot more informational, right? So you can see sort of what your superstar has and what your opponent has. You'll also see the debuff notification. So teams with a talent difference of more than 30% will be penalized with stat debuffs. Level up your superstars, change your lineups. You can continue with it, or okay, I'll explain that in a second. Right below.
This is also in the test environment. So you see stuff like Signature now accepting. That faction has been around forever, for years. Not to poke at them, but it's also this is in the test environment, so it might not look exactly like this, but there's general idea. Basically, the book report, as I call it, on the front end.
Yeah. So the new Showdown buffs and debuffs are designed to foster adaptability and team optimization. Slot restrictions remain in the Showdown tournament, but they have been reworked to improve balance. So basically, the player's loadout, when you click on it, it's going to look a little bit different. It's going to hopefully we'll be able to see moves and bonuses a lot clearer, a lot cleaner going forward, including what kind of promoters, what kind of medals and straps, what kind of trainers your opponent is using, and so forth. Getting into the leaderboard, you're going to see a little bit different of that as well too, right? So the loadout showcase has changed, right? The loadout showcase. So you want to see how the best of the best are geared up. Now you can view the loadouts of the top 100 leaderboard players, including their superstar selections, their boosts, and their configurations. So you should be able to click on. So this one, Tiger Cross X, is obviously all of them, but Tiger Cross X in spot number 1, if you click on that, you should be able to see what it is they're using and how they're using them. So Interesting.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that, bro?
I know that if you're in the top 100 and you're playing defense, you're hoping that your opponent doesn't look at at your defense and know exactly what you're running. So that will definitely make having sneaky defenses something of the past. So I can see people in the top 100 hating it and anybody outside of that loving it, or even people in the
Yeah,
top 10, right? Like if you're like, how does Merrick's get into the top 10 doing this kind of stuff? Because Merrick's has been killing it in Showdown recently. So now
yeah.
you can spy on what
Let's go
Merrick's is
down there.
doing, right? So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
an interesting one. I mean, I like transparency and all too, but it's kind of, I mean, if you're in the like 237th place, why do you care what number five has at that particular, unless you're setting up that defense. But again, I guess we got to see how it all shakes out when it's live.
Yeah, I think that's it's not that you couldn't before, right? It's not, well,
Yeah, you could
no, sorry,
now
you couldn't before. Only if I was going up against Tiger
in the carousel. Yeah, in the
Cross.
carousel only.
Like only if I saw them in my list of 3 people that I'm going up against would I know exactly and I can see what they're doing. But now I can see who the top 100 are using as opposed to just whoever it is that I'm facing. So I think that makes a big difference. So I'm unsure, but it's definitely going to change the way people play because you're actually going to have a chance to, I guess, you know, see who's in first, see what they're doing, and you can revamp your lineup for defenses and other things to sort of catch on better. So it's gonna change a little bit of how people play.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, moving on.
Yep. We'll see.
Unified progression. So we've merged the leaderboard and the league systems into one streamlined track. Focus on climbing the leagues. Reaching the top will make you eligible for the leaderboard rankings. I'm interested to see how this is going to work by moving. Because right now, before what we had is you had the leaderboards and you had the different leagues, but there was no like coordination between them. And now, obviously, you need to coordinate those two. But I'm not sure how that's going to work in terms of the rankings and stuff. I don't know. How do you feel about it?
For me, I always like to wait to see how things actually shake out and what actually comes out live. Some things that we read and we think about it is going to have a major impact, sometimes doesn't, and things that we don't think, the unintended consequences of it might be the biggest thing. But I like Showdown becoming more meaningful, especially the one that's during the week. So I want to save my point of view a little bit for how this all works. Some of the things I like in there, some of the things I don't. I just hope it doesn't become a long form match. That's my whole thing. But the revamp rewards is always a welcome change.
Yeah, that's going to be different, and hopefully it's going to be better, right? So I'm hoping that they are awesome rewards, and they're going to be based on your league and leaderboard placement, which are up here we learned that are being streamlined into one track, right? So you have a chance to win
Yeah,
something special. We are giving the Showdown store a makeover. So watch for rewards that you'll want, and everyone
I'll be
starts
lucky.
each day with full energy and ensuring a fair fight and promoting more daily play, right? Because not enough
Mhm.
players play on a daily basis, and hopefully the rewards are worth the time to play, like stipulation tours, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. That was my analogy to it too. Hopefully, because with this step change, there was a big decrease in people playing because you can't auto KO anymore. Some people like it more. I personally haven't played it since maybe like day two or day three of it because I just don't like it and I don't have time to sit there and try to figure it out or any of that just because the way my life is. But I do know some people like it and they feel it's a challenge and all. But we'll see if it's going to be more like that where people are really enthused in the beginning and then tapers off. But I do know that Showdown is obviously one of the core game modes, so I wouldn't expect them to take a lot of feedback and incorporate relatively quickly, like they
Exactly.
did the last big change.
Here's hoping. All right, so we have tag team tactics evolve. So
Let's do it.
get ready to to team up. My goodness, bro, get ready to team up and show off your tag team skills in Showdown. We're enhancing the tag team play to bring in new strategy and excitement to your matches. And so you'll see here with John Chena, you'll see that he has a tag countdown reduction. This isn't guaranteed that he'll have that, but this is just an example for you to see that part of the bonus might be something of that nature. So what does that actually mean? So here are some of the things that are going to change. So there's going to be some faster tags now. So some of your favorite superstars will soon possess special perks that reduce their tag countdowns, letting you swap them in and out of the ring more frequently. So this will open up new combo possibilities and keep your opponents on their toes. For this, we are introducing 2 new buffs, right? So there's the initial tag countdown. So this buff will give you a head start by reducing the first tag countdown at the start of the match, so you can tag quicker. And then the tag countdown is another powerful buff that will reduce all tag countdowns throughout the battle, allowing for rapid tag ins and devastating tag team maneuvers. So you can either have it at the very beginning, so you can have a quick first tag and then the tag counter goes back to normal, or you get the countdown reduced to 2 or 1 turn for the entirety of the match. So that's, I don't know, how do you feel about that one changing the showdown?
Attack countdown. I mean, it'd probably be a better boost for the female side because the male side we kind of have that, and there's some characters that have the immediate tag. So,
Yeah, I think like
what do you think?
but I think there's a difference between like I need to use Dolph Ziggler to get in this other person, whereas I can
Mm,
put in, and then I can get the tag bonus of somebody, right? So
yeah,
I can get the bloodline tag bonus, and now we get this extra initial tag countdown. So I could start with Solo and then bring in Jacob Fatu right away,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Do one of Solo's moves, then bring him Jacob Fatu and win easier rather than use the other one to load them up, right? I think it changes. It allows you to use your tag links, which I think is the
Yeah.
big
Which
savior of that, right? Uh,
yeah, that was the big thing is just tactic links didn't really matter. They might still not if 99 is still going to be a thing in month at least. So that's going away. So this kind of takes that over for that mode. But the first one is being released in April. So interested to see how that's gonna like what boost they're gonna get and how consistent that's gonna be.
yeah, so that brings us to the hot
And
tag
it's not,
abilities, right? That's what
yeah,
you're talking about, right? So
yeah,
the hot tag. So certain upcoming superstars will have their abilities that are triggered when tagged into the match. This includes increased MP gain for all moves. You can stun your opponent if you tag them in, or boosting your gem damage. These hot tag will reward strategic tagging and create exciting moments in your matches. The first superstar with a hot tag ability will be released in April. So more
yeah.
tag team experiences, more strategies, make every match and showdown more exciting. That's what the hope is going to be. So fingers crossed that is what happens.
Wait, why do you think that they made the? Do you think that was intentional to make stunning your opponent a smaller font? You're trying to hide that on us.
And just shh, stun your
They're like, I don't know if
opponent.
we really want to highlight that.
Stun your opponent.
We got you.
10
Put
font.
that on blast.
10 font.
That's funny.
That is too funny. What's
There
happening,
you
Nikhil? The extended showdown coin prize wallet now ends on April 2nd. Make sure you are spending all of your current showdown coins. They will disappear by then. And if you are one of those people, I will laugh at you. You've been warned. Put a timer in your calendar. I don't know. Y'all got phones. Do something. The showdown
go.
overhaul has a new and a reset in your showdown coin inventory and a new prize wall. So spend them now. Don't be that person. Cool, cool. There's a bug change law. Um, I'm not going to go over each thing that's in the bugs over here. I've read it earlier today. You can check that out in the video. Any questions, class, about any or all of this? Any questions? Are we good? They're all going to laugh at
We're
you.
good.
All right, we're good. All right, this means I need to actually load up the candy store account again. I thought I did that, but apparently it crashed a second time. Good, good. All right, so if we go here, all right, any gameplay 6 gold that we want to take into account for the Flash feuds this weekend?
I think you want to show off Punk with the gear, right? I think that's one of the things you want, or you want to do the gauntlet gameplay? Want to do that first?
Yeah, one of the things you and I talked about is doing gameplay with the plate. If there's anybody that y'all want to see
Yeah,
plate gameplay with, so
yeah. Punk's play is great. It's so specific, but it's helped so many cards get better. I mean, even Oblivion, who's already great, she's gotten even better with it too.
She's gonna
So,
be,
uh,
yeah.
she's it's yeah, she needs it bad because she's filthy. She's filthy with all that. 100 million, two moves, with the moments and all, with no cascade and one proc is it's great. It's gonna do
It's
even more in
good stuff.
feuds.
All
And then
right, so
250 million is what I tested. I don't know if you got more out of it, but about 250 million on the high end, double procking.
yeah,
Great plate.
that's yeah, and so if y'all hadn't seen it, I did a top five video, but I didn't include Devon in there, but I was doing a different move set than the one with his multis, which is actually really really good.
Yeah, Devon gets a great boost with it too.
He
Great
does.
boost. And not just against showboats. If you know me, you know I don't like cards that are what I call pigeonhole cards. So pigeonhole cards basically means that you could only use them against a certain type. So Bob Morton type.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of those. And he's doing great damage. I put a video on it before. We can do it live too. But Devon got a really big boost from that plate.
come on. There we go. Okay. It's like, just stop it, 6 gold account. Stop it.
More tech issues for the bro.
More techie things and techie issues. Why am I on normal? Who's on this account? Who's playing in normal mode? Okay, so what do we want to see, y'all? What's our what is our gameplay this evening?
Who didn't you get a chance to test yet? Or didn't get a chance to play with? Who are you curious about with the plate? Maybe we start with that.
I think I tested it on all people that make color turn gems, so it's actually just a matter of
Okay.
what people want to see. So
Where do you find the time, bro?
to test it on everybody when my kids go to sleep and I'm watching trash TV.
Yeah. Which is mostly you at this point.
Which
Zombie
is
CM Punk. Look at that.
zombie CM Punk. Okay.
Let's pull 'em up.
Best in the underworld.
By the way, do we know why he has a shower cap and why that's his gear? Did we ever, did we find that out? Was that a thing?
I do not know. With the
I
Bianca's
didn't bother asking
movie.
at first. I'm like, I don't even know if I want to know what their plan, what their thinking was on this.
No, we're on the gold account. We're on the gold account, people.
Look at that. D-Bomb was the last one. The 150. You want max damage, this guy over here.
Val Venus CM Punk here. Come get your Val Venus CM Punk here. Who's on this last? Didn't put anything on here for us to work with.
Between the Bianca plate versus the X8 plate for who? New Punk?
As long as that's not on anybody, we can do this.
I just know what you're supposed to see a Punk.
Hello, zombies.
uh, I guess yeah, we could play that.
Career
Yeah, so
showdown.
the purple red gameplay. Well, I guess he doesn't need the
Spring
boost.
outbreak. Sure,
Um,
okay, so none of that's what we need. Someone opened
no,
lots of grab bags.
plate and gear. Oh, there you go. Dang, that's a lot. I think it was a skid on Raw. I missed it, but that's funny. I'm excited for the Flash feuds. I'm a big fan.
We
How much are you
need
gonna feud this weekend, bro?
the normal amount.
No, we're out. Going for the top score.
I'm going for my top score of 0 hours and
Nice.
0 seconds. Okay, so
Let's see what we got.
you can you can run this faster than this if you really wanted
Yeah.
to. But yeah, just X break gem damage. Do we need to generate more? Is there any necessity to generate more? I mean, you could. Sure, why not? Let's, bro. Let's do it. Now it's a meme. All right.
Oh, sorry, I have to step away for a few seconds.
No worries. All right. 40 randos, 10
Right.
purples. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives a big boost at the end on the finisher. What do we got?
You get the extra damage. And another 20. What was that?
Already
21
gone.
million?
Already
Hold
gone.
on. Hold on. That went too fast.
Done.
This went too fast. I didn't get to calculate everything. It did at least 60 million just on putting all the
You know, you
gems
can
in.
run it on. You can do it on the extreme. Do it on the extreme rules on turn 2. Or
Yeah, it's true. We can do the Extreme Rules. We have an Extreme Rules tour going on right now.
yeah, there we go. You played, you'd know.
If I
Just
played,
kidding.
I'd know.
Yeah, of course. You
Facts.
play actually more than I do. You're on this more than I do.
Facts. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Boom,
Look
boom,
at this.
boom.
Look
Extreme
at
Rules
all
is
these.
all female.
Ah, they're all female. Oh,
Maybe if you played too, Sky.
like I said, prove my own point.
Prove your own point.
Prove my own point. Goodness. Okay. Wait, is that backlash?
Yeah, but it took me back
That's
to
probably what it
normal.
was. That's round 1. That's why it's normal.
The
Gotta go to the home
burn.
one. Yeah, there we go.
All
Well, then
right.
you have the
Hold on,
same
hold
one.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Booty
Okay.
pool.
Bonus. Okay. So
This also has the moment from last year, last October. That wasn't mentioned.
that was not mentioned. So what are we getting? We're getting X breaks do 150 more on top of that. All right, let's break this down a little bit
And
more.
then yeah, and then red gems get more.
I feel like I made a video of this. I feel like I
Sure you
did.
did. I didn't. I think you keep asking me, but I haven't really looked at him too much.
All
Him
right,
and
so
Knight, I
these are
haven't looked
doing
at much.
1.6 million per X break gem, and we're making 40 of them.
Mm-hmm. I use the other finisher.
Which
Was
one
it the
does this
purple
one?
one? Is that
3 Oh yeah,
that
oh,
one's
this
real
isn't
quick.
the one that I was using before. That makes sense. Yeah, I was like, this doesn't look right because this one does way more damage the other way. Anyways, yes, thank you
And
HBK Devil
using the
Dog.
braid
This
on it.
this
Yeah.
didn't make any sense to me what was going on. That's why I was like, hold on, we got to slow this down. I got to go look at what I'm doing because this isn't making any sense, and that's why. So that will do, was it 40 times 1.5? So 60 plus million plus another 23. So there's 80 mil. I mean, which isn't bad.
Yeah, 80 mil cake. That's not bad at all.
I mean, that's not bad, but there's definitely better that you can do with this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't use that. Let's put on the other finisher because that's the one that does the big damage. That's a waste. That's a waste of a move. This is what I get for not
Yeah,
checking.
uh,
That's the one.
TM want to see what
Nope,
the braid did on that build.
that one.
No,
That's what
the
threw
other
me off.
purple.
They all look the same.
There you go.
Increase the
I
damage of
thought
all
that's
your
what he
gems
had
by
on there.
450. Then destroy
There we go.
35
I mean, the other
randos.
one's not bad anyway, but yeah, that 450, you like the overkill
No,
damage
this is
anyway.
this is going to be an overkill sort of thing. But yeah,
Yeah,
you want it with the 8th anniversary plate.
yeah, we'll do the 8th anniversary too. I'm curious what differences between.
Now, for me, if y'all had checked my video, I put a purple MP on, and with a line bonus, you can just hit the X break and then the finisher. You don't have to hit this move to increase your purple
Yeah, with the
MP, and you'll still hit more than enough. It's not necessary at all. It's better to do it this way. All right, so 450, and then we damage everything. And that did 113 million.
yeah, quickly too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course that's what all the stuffy McStuffersons, but still, I mean, you just do the overkill damage and then you just trim down from there to see what you have available to you. But you could also add had a bunch of different options here with plates, with braid, eighth anniversary
Eighth
plate.
anniversary is
There's a whole
probably where
bunch
we
of
want to
different
go with
quotes.
it. Yeah. What's up, Bills
Yeah.
Mafia?
The Bills. I like the red rumble plate on them just because of primary color and all, and it's boosting up so much. I like the rumble idea on.
Yeah, that's definitely a good plate to have on them. So
Yeah, you
then
do the rumble with the braid, probably ends up doing a little bit more, but we can run both.
Jive Turkey, first time in the chat. How you doing? We are on the official channel, so this is the official account. So this is the 6-star gold candy store account, as we call it. So it has every plate, it has every superstar, it has every gear, it has pretty much every moment, except for the newest one wasn't loaded on today. But this account has everything, and I will not get into how much money I have spent to get my own count, as high as it is.
Probably don't want to
I don't
rehash that a
I
lot.
don't want to rehash that to anybody, but my own account is not
It's
this high, but it is a lot. This is the candy shop, right?
yeah, Candyland,
We'll
I call it.
take you to the candy shop.
You're looking for the eighth, right? If we're gonna do the eighth and the rumble.
We'll do the
There we go.
eighth and this plate again, so you can see the Punk's gauntlets. We should have tour perks on here, but here I'll run it this way so you can see the damage of it with the 8th anniversary plate.
Yeah, the gauntlet's not gonna impact this build.
All right, so this goes everywhere. Right, the gauntlets is X breaks, yes? Yes. No, it's color turns.
Yeah, no, the gauntlet is color turn.
Oh, then why am I doing this with a gauntlet plate?
I don't. I thought you were just doing it just so it didn't impact overall.
Oh, bro. It doesn't work with X breaks. That's what
bro, bro tripping.
bro is tripping. I'm still feeling it, man. All right, well,
Yeah,
let's say you don't have a second plate to work with.
it's not. It's the gauntlet is for a different one. It's all
Yeah,
good.
we did 113 million without the
We're gonna
actual
take that
pump.
off. We'll do it with the rumble and all. So don't
Jeez,
matter that.
bro. Bro playing this game like you never played it before. Some days, I tell you.
Yeah.
That did 140 million. There you go.
Yeah. That's the X break. And now do the rumble with the braid. I mean, you could do the rumble with the 8x first and see how that goes, and then we can see. A lot of people don't have the chemical X yet. They have the braid at least.
Jav Turkey. What do you mean? What is the most useful in game? Useful character, useful plate, useful. There's a lot of things that
Your
go into
credit
the
card.
superstars.
The
Having
answer's a lot easier.
Yeah, having the credit card to pay for all this stuff obviously is going to be even better. So what?
He's
Let me
he's a
ask you, Jav
master
Turkey.
coder.
Are you a new player to this game?
Yeah.
Because if you are, talent. All right, eighth anniversary and a red rumble plate. Here we go. Now we got it. You are a new player to this game. Okay, cool. What league are you in terms of your standing? Right. So when you first turn on the game, there should be a shield in the middle, and it'll say league, whatever you are. So right now, League 24 is the highest league.
Yeah, that's correct.
You're 8 or 9. Okay, so you're still building up in all this. So
Welcome to the game, Jive.
well, welcome to the game. I'm going to put my information up there. There's my Discord right there. Feel free to join the Discord channel. That is my Discord channel. And in there, you can find roster advice, general game talk, and there's a place where you can ask questions as a new player to get more information and stuff like that. So I am more than happy. And there's almost 900 people in my Discord that would also be really helpful to get some other player advice as well too, right? So for sure, join of that. Or yeah, there's also
Yeah,
thank you, Slim, for putting up Flex's information as well too.
thank you. Twitter. I'm in the server now, so whenever you join, Jive, just let me know. Get you all set up. Welcome you in.
And then we get this right here.
This is the 8x with the red rumble, right?
Yeah, there's 215-ish. So
Yeah. Terrible. Couldn't get to 220. Terrible.
Ocho puts
Maybe
in
175%.
Yeah, Ocho puts in some really good ideas right there, right? Is building your roster or your rooster, as I call it, one card at a time. Don't try to build up everybody. Use your resources building up the right superstars based on your rooster. And so it's one of the things when you're in my Discord, um, you can't click. You have to restart. Okay, yeah, no worries. But when you're there, you'll have an interesting time of but posting your actual roster and allowing myself or others to help you dissect it, then that will definitely help. Okay, so are we good with Punk? We're good.
You want to check the? Did you do? You didn't do it with the braid, right?
I didn't do it with the braid. I did it with the eighth
Yeah,
anniversary.
yeah. Let's do the braid for TM Morgan just to see. It'd be nice to see the damage too, just because it's a lot more common too.
Well, we did the braid without
Let's-
a plate, a ultimate plate that works. But if you want to see it
Yeah, well, this with the rumble too.
with the
People getting
rumble,
rumble more often. I think Flash might have the rumble again.
well, the other thing too is because this is all gems. Like obviously, red would be the best
Every
to
yeah,
use, but it's
yeah.
450 all gems, man. So use it, use it for whoever you want to.
Thanks, Big Love. Appreciate you.
We will hit up whatever all y'all want to see next.
Let's see. Yeah, that boost on the finisher is great. I mean, 400% is 400% no matter what. So as they scale the games, 400% is, yeah,
450
is always going to
all.
stay good. Stay pretty strong. Unless they have a bunch of debuffs on gem damage, which has been known to happen.
Which has been known to happen.
Yeah. DC. Discord link again. Hold on. Is it? Let me get your Discord here.
175. There you go.
There you go. That's pretty strong, I think.
Yeah, it's a what is it? It is
That's
right.
that's what, yeah,
It is right here. Hold on,
yeah. That's what the gear. But sorry, go ahead.
I'll put it right there, and then I will pin it for the next few minutes, and then
Yep.
we'll pin Flex's information after that. So there you go.
Nice, Rob.
Zombie
Yeah, I just
Brett
posted
with
it.
his plate and triple yellow. We can play some Zombie Brett. Zombie Brett.
Uh, Zombie Bread, just two yellow moves. I actually have a video on it before all this other goodness that came out and the new moment. He was doing 85 million at that point. So yeah, I want to see this too, actually. Come on, bro, load it up. Z Bread is not a sleeper like people think. Well, he's I guess he's a sleeper now since people don't expect him to be so good. But double yellow, really, really strong build.
Nature Boy. It takes a long time to get good at this game. It's one of these, this is a game of marathons, right? You gotta be willing to play for the long haul. You can do really good with it. All right, Z Bread. Also, that was with 150 in tier 6 medals, just for anyone's.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a bro build.
it's a bro build, yeah. But that's what we do here. We're on the biggest and the most powerful account. We're going to do everything max damage.
The grandest stage of them all.
The
The
grandest
Twitch
stage of
account.
them all. That's what exactly we're doing. Increase your
So,
black
but,
damage. Okay, so I'm going to
yeah,
show
he's good.
you. I'm going to show
Yeah,
you
he's two
how to do
moves.
this.
You got the leech and then the finisher, and then the rumble.
How was I running him before with this? There's a way to do this with a drip plate too that does a ton of damage based on the new. What's his gear do again? His gear
With the
does
leech.
black gem damage. Okay, so I'll show you a gear move set for him, and then we'll do the yellows.
Yeah.
Sound good? All right.
Yep.
Black gems, black gems, black gems, and black gems.
Yeah, he's a great card still. I mean, people kind of forgot about him because he was a free, right?
Yeah,
But a lot of times the free are better and they're obviously more accessible. So
there we
don't
go.
sleep on them. The new moment gives a 150% boost. The one that's in the store now for 20 piece. You need four of them, by the way. Don't buy one. Think, oh, I got the moment. It's only 20 bucks. Nope. You gotta buy four of them. There is a 150% boost to leech gems with that new moment. So it's basically tailor made for him. He's again before all this, he was still pretty good with the Stuffy McStuffersons, as I call him. But now he's gonna be even better. So we'll see that after Bro does this build, which I'm interested to see what Bro's gonna show us.
Yeah. So
I'll post my older video on there too,
I'm
just so
gonna
people can see that.
whale this out here for everyone. We'll do that. Yeah, brother Ray. We'll do a few zombie Brett things today for.
I like him. Not a lot of good Bretts in the game to begin with, so
Hold on.
this is a
This
good one.
is we need 10. This will be triggered. Okay, so that's not going to be loaded. So actually the last person here is going to be that to make life easier. That should work okay. Yeah, you can hit the bloodsucker plate. That's the other thing you can do with them, right? Yeah, you can definitely hit that one too. Yeah, we put Hollywood on. That will make life a lot easier. 1 by 6. Okay. 10 gems by making them into red gems.
Yeah, Mule saying hello to you, bro.
I'm sorry, who's saying hello? Oh, Mule. Mule. Mule.
What do you got?
I was supposed to do the other one first. That's where I messed up. So we're gonna hope that we don't cascade. We need 2-3
No,
matches.
you shouldn't. Just
Yeah,
yeah.
just
Well,
as long as you don't cascade, like that could have cascaded out for us. Okay.
yeah, that's the dicey one. You
So
have the other red one.
having the drip plate means that we get 2 sets of 7s thrown on the board. This is going to increase. Where is it? What are our things we're going to do? So we're going to increase our black gem damage 50%. We got 6 of those on the board, and then we're going to turn the rest of them into black gems. Cool.
It's okay, Mule. It's all good. Bob is actually in there. He's moderating.
There we go. So that's there, and then we
He,
get all the black gems on top of that. And there's 172 million.
yeah.
There you go.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. So
Are you
that's
playing at 1.25 on purpose?
yes, just so I
Or
can
did,
see the. I just want
oh, okay, so you can see the on your
the
side?
damage goes too fast, and since they decided not to put commas anywhere, I have to be like, I'm a
That's
historian, not a mathematician. The numbers go too fast sometimes.
that's apparently a very touchy conversation because I've asked about commas
It
many,
is.
many times.
I have been
It's
like,
such a simple thing to do.
guys, just commas. It's really
Just
it's
put a
really
comma
it's
there.
really necessary. We need the commas.
Some of these cards cost a couple of commas. So give us one so we can
Just
see.
give us a couple of comments. Just put a comma in between the 3 stars and the other 3 stars. A
That's funny.
mathematician. What's up, Super? Did I say mathematician?
Leave it to Jay.
I probably did.
Leave it to
I usually say
JMD.
that all the time.
Hey, just making up stuff
I'm
as you
just
go along.
making up things. So what if you don't have a drip plate, right? If you wanted to run this instead without a drip plate, you could. Where is it? There's a trap gem. One. No, there's not. There's not a. We don't have a juggernaut 8 that
No,
has a
there's no
drip
trap.
plate.
There's no trap on
What was the? I'm not sure. There's another plate you can use for this.
that. No, I don't think so. I don't think you need it. I mean, just take off the plate, see what it does.
We'll take them both off.
It's really the rumble because you're boosting up the black gem damage and plus the gear. If you got the gear, obviously. Just remember, this is a gear build. And is he part of the October moment?
He is part of the new
I would
moment.
leave that in there. Yeah, I would leave the black rumble in there unless are you putting something else in there?
Yeah, I'll put on like so. Say you got the radical plate,
Yuck.
right?
Yuck. Okay, fine.
Just to get a couple extras on there.
Fine, bro. Do it.
Fine. Tiger King. Congrats on the new Xbox, bro. All right.
A
Okay.
terabyte.
This time it doesn't matter
Um,
because we don't have a drip plate, but without a drip plate, you can do it this way. I think you can do this with a drip plate and without the other plate and still hit well over 100 million if you didn't have the rumble plate.
Yeah, I think it's still gonna hit pretty hard. Again, this is with the all the stuffs and the gear, so it's gonna you have that already inflated, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, room to wiggle. Let's see what it does here.
It's just black gem damage player's mule. So, and that still did 62. Yeah,
Yep.
so with a drip plate, you'll probably hit closer to 100 million, if not more. So you can do a drip and this plate, right? The Seth plate that just came out.
Mhm.
If you don't have a rumble plate, so rumble plate's not even necessary.
Yeah. Well, in the other modes, it will be if there's limiters, but 60 million in feud is it should be good enough to hold most people
It
down.
should be good, and that'll
Unless
do
you're using tier
more.
six.
You'll do more with the moment
You
and
have
stuff too. Jive Turkey said they
yeah,
think they've gotten in. Check. Can you check my Discord, Flex, and see if he's in there?
yeah. Going over there now. Welcome. And a number, is that you? I guess that's a you. A number. Is
Okay.
that you at Jive?
There you go. Yep. That is Jive. Welcome on in.
Okay. Yeah. Welcome.
We'll take care of you. We'll answer all of your new questions and things, the how to play the game and stuff like that. So that's one of
Yeah.
the goals of mine going forward is creating how to play the game from the beginning. that's that's
Yeah.
hopefully we can get to some that and the top 10. That's the next thing we can do, top 10 videos. That's the next thing we're going to do tonight if time allowed for it.
Oh, you're gonna sub here? Oh, I'm gonna take a nap.
So triple yellow. I was asked for triple yellow with the
Yeah, yeah, I
Biteman's
know.
plate, right? So hey man,
Yeah.
I just do
Yeah,
it.
I know.
I just do what the crowd asks for, right?
Yes, you do. I'm just not a sub guy, but yeah, the crowd asked for it, so we gotta
That's
honor their wish.
it's the wrong one. It's that one. The Biteman's battle armor. All right. There we go. We do mule. Yeah, Jive Turkey is a newer player. So they've joined the Discord. What's the bottom plate that y'all want to see with this? What are we doing, by the way?
Well,
Arcades
you're adding
here.
red gem damage with that top the top plate, so
It's
you
not.
could, I
That's
mean, you
not
could
going
do
to
the
do
rumble,
anything.
but
So we're making randoms into leech, and then we're doing the finisher makes the leech into red gems, right? Yeah. So
yeah,
damage swap it to
yeah,
it.
yellow's the priority. So
Okay, so we're subbing to fill these two up, then throw the leech, and then hit the finisher. Got it. Got it.
I was still doing yellow rumble plate, but that's me.
Replace. Reboot.
You could also do the LA bite plate with this,
You could do an LA bite plate with this.
and because
Yellow,
it's leech on
yellow.
the top, you could also use a rosy plate if you wanted to, if you don't have some of the other stuff that you might see here.
Yellow, red, blast, blast, yellow. There we go. Y'all look good enough.
Yep, there you go.
One character at a time. You can't progress in stipulations. Yeah, stipulations they're hard even for a lot of upper players as well too, because of obviously the limitations that are placed on it. So I would work on doing as best you can. Again, Jive Turkey, that if this is a game you plan on playing and trying to progress and be eventually a top player in this game, this is a marathon, right? The only
Yeah,
way to make this into a sprint and to get to the top really quickly is to spend, right? So it's gonna take a little bit of, so if spending small amounts here and there is your thing, which is fine, that's, then it's going to be a marathon thing. You're just going to have to go month by month, build slowly but with purpose and with consistency.
yeah.
Without this play doesn't do anything at the moment, so you just want no extra play.
He
Cool.
just wants us to bite, man. All right, brother, right?
Hey man, it's a
That's
long grind. What's up, Sandal?
You haven't seen some of the leaderboards if you're talking about patience.
Yeah. Patience is the fun thing. Yeah, once
You become a patient.
yes,
You become a
Telvin,
hospital.
absolutely. The deals are better now. There's no better time to be actually a new player to this game because of all that stuff.
Yeah, this is very
How did I
true.
get? Oh, I have tour perks. Okay, so whatever. So I don't need to actually do anything other than
There's a KG Zandal popping in the room.
there's
Of Zandal.
chaos, chaos.
Yeah, go look at that.
Gets a nice 5 match, but
Uh,
doesn't matter.
just
We're good.
joking. It's just a sub. Just a sub. I can do it. There we go.
Doesn't help with anything else. Okay, so
Just
now we're
a
gonna
sub.
put 32 random leech. They
Yeah,
do 500k each. So
reach
when
it
we
up.
destroy them, we're going to get ourselves 16 million leech damage plus make 33 leech into red, then finisher, and swap a
Mhm.
2x3 into yellow. That's random or both random? Oh, no. Why did you.
Oh no, don't hit the sub. Don't
Bro,
hit the sub. Don't hit the sub.
I hit the sub. That's right. My bad.
Oh my god, you're gonna put me through two subs.
It's fine.
Oh,
It's
good call. Good
okay.
audible. Good audible.
It's fine. We're okay. It's okay. We lost a little bit.
That's okay.
That's great advice, Tia Morgan. So we'll obviously do better when we don't do stuff like that, bro.
All right. Well,
We'll obviously do better when we don't do stuff. So that did
yeah.
25 million.
It's a, there are a couple of reasons that that build isn't that strong. It's good to check and test anyway, especially we have Candyland here all jacked up and juiced up, but it's not his primary color, and it doesn't really get a boost from much. I mean, the new moment I think gets 50% red. The old moment, I'm sorry, the October moment gets 50% red damage, but again, it's not the primary. So even with what seems like a really big boost, it's still not the primary color. So
Yeah, red's never going to do as much, and that's not what even what his gear is for, right? So the gear, if you get it,
yeah,
um, is never going to do much for this. Yeah, you can do a yellow rumble plate with it if you wanted to.
yeah,
It's a good shout out. Do you have a yellow rumble plate
sure.
or not?
That's
No.
the one I have on my video. Yeah, the eighth and the rumble plate.
Brother Ray, you got that?
It triggers.
Yeah, that's also great advice, Drive Turkey. Make sure you're getting to the Champions online portal, www.champions.com each day. They have freebies and rewards that you can get every single day in there. All right, let's try this again,
Yeah.
bro, without hitting the sub a second time.
Uh,
This bro guy.
you can do it, bro.
I don't think I can.
I have faith in you.
I don't have faith in
Come
myself.
on, bro.
So these are
There
doing
it is. That's it.
300k. Awesome.
That's on the red 300K. Yeah, let's
No
see what
red
it does.
rumble plate on. Okay.
45 million, I guess. All right. Okie dokie. Maybe this weekend that changes. What do you got? Am I right? Yeah.
Yeah, and that does 33. So again, this isn't the moveset. You're not going to get a big boost with it. It's not that good. You're going to want to use the black moveset for sure. The freebies are useful because they're usually resources, so coins, training points. Some days it's free characters, right? So lots of times they give away free characters earlier in the week. Each day that you
Mhm.
go into the store, there's lots of sort of like routine things you should do each day. So yeah, there's a code. Was it Rumble to get Cody? Is that still available?
I gotta check
Was it
what the
Royal
code
Rumble? Was
was.
it Rumble?
Let me see if I can go on our server and see what that code was.
Let's see what it would be. So yeah, so if you're taking
So,
Red Heart, this isn't the
I
moveset that
gotta
I would
get
go with them.
I gotta get through Ocho shops. I can find something.
It's Royal Rumble, all capital letters. Yeah, there's a code for the portal that y'all can use
Yeah.
if you didn't get
There's also
Cody already.
yeah, there's also some characters that they sell. There it is. Okay. I just found it.
All
Yeah,
good.
it's Royal Rumble. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
go to
Royal Rumble. All caps.
champions.com.
Yeah.
And let me show this. Let me go to www.champions.com. Let's go to the web page viewer. All right, Jive
Joe.
Turkey.
There we go.
Jive. That's the candy store. That is www.champions.com. And if we take my
Refreshed
refresh,
WWEChampions.com.
it's looking good. All right, so if
Acknowledge the
we,
portal.
oh my god, Aaron McGarrett. All right, we.
I like what they did. I like the change. It's cleaner.
I did as well.
There's gonna be more changes coming, so it'll be good to
There we
see.
go. All right, so this
Roll
is
back.
www.champions.com when you first go there. On the
Yep.
top left hand corner, you will click. There's the menu. You can play the game from the portal itself. Yeah, this is a true bro you today.
Mhm.
And then from here, you can go to special offers if you want to. But here's where you would hit redeem code, right? First, you'd have to sign in and you'd have to get your Scopely ID and everything and sign in there. But then once you click redeem code, you can put Royal Rumble. And I'm not sure if there's any other codes available at the moment, but we could always post those in the server afterwards. But here's where you can put that in. You can get yourself a good Cody Rhodes. You can also get bonus rewards. So the flash market is here for the weekends and during the day. The web coin shops, your superstar guides. If you ever want to look up any superstars and what they can do and what they have, it's all there for you. Outlaw was another one. So Outlaw is another gets you the Undertaker. So there's another redeem code, Outlaw. You don't, right? So when you sign in over here and when you click login, you can use either Facebook to log into the portal and into your account, or you can use a Scopely ID. either one. But that's how you'd have to log into that portal in order to get those freebies each day. And then each day you would, okay, so when you're in special offers and you scroll down, what is free today? So it'll tell you the price of everything as you scroll down here. But you can actually go
That's
to the
good, John.
rewards right here.
We'll get
Right. So you see there's a reward tab here. So you can scroll all the way down if you want to. But if you click on rewards, then each day it'll take you to things that you can claim. So right now on the portal, you can claim this offer right here. I think this is the same in game, but you can get Zombie Chelsea Green along with Priest Zdom and Zombie Rhea. So all of those are
all
free
very useful
at
characters.
3 star. Yeah, 3 star bronze are all useful. And then you can, this is the Dirty Dom. So each day that you log in, you can get keys and Dirty Dom shards just for logging in to the web portal every single day.
Yep.
So
And the
it's,
keys are good for you too because there's a briefcase loot in the game if you haven't. Well, you've seen it by now, but the keys will give you some stuff that you need, including shards as you build characters up.
yeah,
Don't
so
use those shards for TP training points. Use them to build up your cards.
yeah, you want to save shards for when you have to level them up. You have those already in Dirty Dom. Okay, well, yeah, and so if you claim those though, Jive Turkey, you'll get them as shards to add to them, right? So once you try to level someone up to 6 star bronze, you need to use shards to level them to that next star level. So you need to have extra shards of every superstar, or you have to convert shards of superstars. So it's always good to use training points to train and shards to evolve. But yeah, there's also, it's this loot over here that Flex was referencing, which is the briefcases. So you would take those keys if you haven't done so already, and here's where you would use them. And as a newer player, you have a really good chance of getting, you know, cards every time you use this because you don't have a lot of
Yeah,
cards, right? So like the odds are actually
chance to
in your
actually get
favor.
some.
Yeah, the odds are in your favor that you'll actually get something sort of from that.
There's also some cards that are rare that are older, like Zombie Dragon, who I think they're selling 6 star silver for $10, I think it is. So again, you don't need to spend at this particular point until you figure out if this is something you definitely want to be doing and commit to. But there's offers like that over time. So
Mm-hmm. Now, if you don't have a Scopely ID, then you can create a Scopely ID. And then that would, you'd be able to use that ID on any other Scopely game like Monopoly Go, like Star Trek, and so forth. Yeah, you can just sign up for a Scopely account. I have one.
yeah,
Flex has one. Mule has one. Everybody in here has one, basically, to get yourself
and
access to the web portal and all the stuff that's in the game, right? So,
it's also backup just in case something happens to your account, you lose your device, whatever. It is a way that you can access it on other devices as well. So if you play on the iPad, but you want to have it on your phone or vice versa, you can have it on multiple devices.
even Ocho
Not at the
has
same
one.
time.
That tells you everything.
Yeah,
So,
a real one,
yeah,
not a
Ocho
Photoshop.
even has one as well too. So, not being
Photoshop's
able to
great.
get things off of the web portal will hinder your ability to advance in the game, right? Not by much, but it will. It will, like, there are things that are only available on the web store that I just showed you on www.champions.com. There are resources that you can only claim on the web portal. So I don't know what to tell you. You know, if putting your information out there and is too much for you, all good. Totally understand. It is the world that we live in, but at the same time, that comes at the cost of you getting further in this game. It just takes you longer. That's all. Again, it's a marathon.
Yeah.
That's all. Okay, so prize wall. Tell me what you're thinking, Flex. What is it that you like the most about this Putrid Pearl prize wall?
Ooh. No, I love the Trap 8 plate. I love that plate so much. So that's one thing that I'm targeting there.
Okay,
Um,
you're
haven't
talking
got
about
enough for that.
that one right there. It's a trap plate.
It's a trap, and it is. It's a money trap to
It's
get
a
there.
trap.
But I think I'm gonna be maybe 50 or 100 off after all said and done. Supposing that we actually max that event, which is obviously spend event. So see if we're lucky with that. But I just love that the fact that you can choose all of these plates that are in there, and again, some of the ones that even are lower price do have a lot of utility to them that people maybe not have gotten or can actually look at their roster and utilize differently. Like veteran Salute Scene is really, really good with the silence plate.
Hmm.
Some people got in there like, oh, this is a terrible play. What am I going to use it for? There are cards you can use it for.
Hmm.
So I like that. I like the strap 150 being there, not 100%, not a variable. It is a 150. So even though I don't like character specific straps, I like that that's there. The zombie night gear is there too. So if you didn't
Hmm.
get it and you really want that, that's in there as well.
Hmm.
It's a pretty deep wall, so it has something for everyone. Plus, it has a full card if you didn't get it or didn't pull it. They're a little bit on the pricier side, but at least you're getting them at a full max rarity, 6-star gold. So what about you, bro? What do you think is good on here? I think it has something for everybody, quite frankly.
Yeah. So I don't know if anybody saw my LA Knight zombie gear video, but he's good with said gear. So having a chance to get him on a prize wall is always good. So if you can grab yourself his gear like that, I love
Mm.
Tusos as a poster, especially with their gear. Little, still hits really hard. Still does well at 6 gold,
Does
and will
it's
be.
very
He's
well.
he's still rare, right? Like he's still a rare
Yeah.
zombie. So, if you get him now, that's going to put you a leg up in October when we got the zombie event again. I know a lot of
Mhm.
people love Zombie Liv Morgan, right? So that's another great poster to get, right? So two really good posters, a great gear. I love that gear that he's got there too. Um, I to answer a question that's in the chat, right? So y'all know me, right? I'm all about the PGMP, right? Plates, moments, gears before posters is usually how I rank things to get. So for me, grabbing the newest of gears obviously is pretty awesome, especially if you have him. These are good posters, so I would say you can go after those as well too. Before grabbing any straps, I would actually grab some of the plates on here. PGMP life. uh, but in terms of the plates, I agree with what Ocho said is that you can't really rank them as Eagles had asked. But they are different priced based on, I'm assuming, what people are
Feels entertaining
using.
himself tonight.
Yeah, what people are basically sort of using and what they find sort of the most effective. Um, we just used the Chemical X plate
Yep.
on Punk, and you saw how well that worked on him to make things uh, that much better for him. I know you're high on the trap plate, which is also really good.
I like the Chemical X. Chemical X is great on Dirty Dom too, by the way. Hits about a 160 with that, I think.
That works really well.
So,
The blasting
yeah,
off again plate also works good. You need to make a
yep.
NWO style T-shirt with PGMP. Exactly. So Jay Nasty, I think, put it in there correctly, right? The more expensive the one that is here, the more people it's generally speaking it's going to hit, right? That's the more versatile that you're going to get, right? And so that, yeah, one of the reasons why the blast gem and the trap gem are so good, right, is that you have the ability with these two, right? So blast gems are going to blow up more of the board. Trap gems, the ones that it works best on are the people that create more gems from the trap gems themselves, which blows up more of the board. Better chance to hit those multiply eights. It's another reason why the Chemical X also works pretty well too, right? So these two tend to be the
Yeah.
best of the bunch.
Yep.
But yeah, that's sort of how we're
It's
thinking.
it They're good when you can marry them with other stuff. Again, if you're gonna blow up the board organically with the fact that you're using a Blast Gem character, you're gonna get the 8x on there if you proc it once, twice, whatever, and you're gonna trigger a Rumble Plate or something else, you're gonna do a good amount of damage generally. Um, what I like about some of these plates is that it makes certain cards all of a sudden interesting again. And
Hmm.
that's one thing that Bro and I talked about when we first saw the preview for it is that, traps are nice, traps take time, but if I can do a lot of damage off this, yeah, it's really, 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 really effective. They all have their utility. I mean, the botch flat plate, throw down Naomi, 2 moves, even without gear, she's doing a ton of damage.
Hmm.
Zombie Dragon, who people don't even think about anymore, and do 140 million damage with the trap plate really quickly.
Hmm.
You need a Tama with that as well, but 140 million from a card from 2.5, 3 years ago. Was it almost 4 years ago? That's pretty impressive
Hmm.
in today's meta, right? So it just brings a lot of these characters forward that we forgot about. And again, with the game modes changing, bro, as they are, if we're going to be having more steel cage type of stuff and it's going to be different, assuming we can use the plates, obviously,
Hmm.
um, you are going to have to use characters in a very, very different way. You are going to need some overkill damage, and this is where you get them. These
Yeah,
kind of plays.
and so within the last few months, we've had two sets of plates of large release, right? The other one is the Royal Rumble plates, right? These are plates that
Oh,
when you have a chance to get them, they are great to have, right? As long as you're putting on
yeah,
people that destroy the board, and
yeah,
that's where they become the most effective. And when you take those plates and then you add them to the plates like these, which put a whole bunch of
yeah.
multiply gems on the board, now you're creating an extra end of turn damage on top of what you are already doing. And that's what you said a moment ago, Flex, is that it brings a lot of older cards into the current meta, if not the current meta,
Yeah.
at least playable at 6 silver and be able to
It
win
actually
pretty easy.
it helps them actually impact and change the meta a little bit too, because we were thinking like 80 million is good, 90 million is good. All of a sudden, bam, 250 million.
Mm-hmm.
175 million. Like that's overkill damage that you need when there's debuffs, tier six. There's certain things, I'm going to use a Wall Street term here that I've said on the show before that people either haven't heard or probably think it's weird hearing it. It's a cold term, grabbing with both hands, right? So there's certain things that you see, whatever your individual ranking order is of stuff that you want to acquire, there is things that you want to grab with both hands. Roman plates are always really, really strong. Anything that adds damage, unless you're doing troll builds or eggplant builds, as I call them, in a politically correct way, the eggplant builds, you don't really need something like a JD plate or a Judgment Day plate when you can get something that's gonna dramatically impact the damage a character can give. If a character tops out at 75 million, but this plate's going to help them get to 125 and they're quick and they're your gameplay style, you got to get that over to JD plate. I mean, that's the way that I look at it anyway. So to me, it's always going to be a gem damage meta. They are adding gem defense all across the board, but the only way to get around that is more damage. That's really
More
that's
damage, more
the only thing that
damage,
I've
more
seen so
damage,
far.
more damage, right? That's what we need.
More damage, yeah. I mean, this is a Capcom versus Marvel, right? Essentially, just keep hitting combos, combos of moves, or combos of plates, and things like that. That's really what it is. It's an arcade style type of format, is what it becomes.
Absolutely. Bailey. Do some Bailey. Out of control.
I don't know what the steps are going to have, Akil. Not just yet. We haven't seen, heard, or read anything about that just yet. Because the steps did have the 40% HP bonus, kick-out bonus. The kick-out bonus it had before, but the HP wasn't there before. So that with the debuff of the 25% gem damage debuff, the last feud was kind of contentious subject for many. So I don't know if it'll be there or not, but we don't have any limitations on Steel Cage this weekend, so it might not be there. But even if it is, it's not as bad. I'd actually almost rather have it if I can do my full damage because I'm draining more health, which means I'm acquiring more points. So I kind of rather have it this time if there's no debuffs.
Silence into black. Was there another one? 6x1 into black gems. So you could do this twice, yes? Yes. You could just run triple black if you wanted to. Previous. You could do that. You could do like a black and silence, something like this. Nope.
The reason I didn't say Mortal Kombat is because all the screen flashing and all this other stuff that this game has when you're activating a move or this and that is more reminiscent of Capcom versus Marvel. But like I wrote in chat, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 will, for me, will always be the greatest game ever. I don't care what anybody says, it will always be the greatest game
You're
ever.
crazy.
Ultimate MK3,
I'm just
nothing can compete.
you don't care what anyone says, so I just thought, all right, well, I might as well just make fun of you then.
Yeah.
T-
Oh,
tell
sorry, I
you,
didn't hear that part.
tell you, you're crazy. We can
Oh,
actually
yeah,
just
I know.
remove this.
Right. That overkill is needed in feuds nowadays. Yeah, I mean, you always kind of needed that extra damage because you don't know who you're going to be running up against, especially our people. They could be kind of eggplants in general. But there are some good ways that you can run characters now, both offensively and defensively, all in one fell swoop, especially if you know what you're doing. So
Donkey Kong 64 mule. Hell yeah.
I never had a 64. I don't know,
And there it is. All right.
but I did love Donkey Kong 2 was great. 3, not so much. Donkey Kong 2 was great on Super Nintendo.
Bottom row. All right. 150 to black. You can hit this again, and then hit the finisher, or we can just hit the finisher and see what that does. Just for S's and G's.
Another reference I didn't get. I didn't get it was a Billy Madison one. It's been so long since I seen that.
That was 54 million. Okay. Not bad.
Seems a little low, doesn't it? But everything?
It does. I only put the one plate on though. I didn't put a secondary plate. Like
Uh,
a regular plate. Just wanted to see what her plate would do
yeah.
with that.
Yeah, I think it augments some of the damage that you get from move. So it should be about 140, 150 with the gem damage, move damage combo. Pretty interesting if you think about it. Kind of crosses two gameplay styles.
Yeah. I just wanted to go all gem damage. I don't know, Joe. I'm not sure they're going to add the. I've heard no talk of them adding any other platform anytime soon. What's up, Phantom Beast? How you doing? Black boost, 6
That's,
Belmont.
yeah, so you get the 150% on that.
Do not cascade me.
Are you gonna do that twice? Ooh, you're risky. Playing with fire, bro. Double proc.
I like to live life dangerously.
You do. You live life on edge. What's the gem damage on that now per black? I hit it already.
It's going to be 2 something, I think. Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 point something million each one, I think. So there's 90 million. There you go.
Yep. So that'll trigger a rumble, even though it's not technically breaking all of it, because it's going to wild card. You're more likely going to get something coming out of it. So it's going to um, trigger the rumble if you play it. You know.
If you play the rumble on it, which I wasn't. I
Yeah.
was using her plate.
Yeah, just our place one.
All
I'm
right,
just
so
saying in terms of overall. It is her primary color, which is nice though.
it is her primary
You can
color.
use
Kevin
you
Lord,
want to
what's
do
up?
max jam it?
Love the stream.
Use this. Uh,
Not a lot to do. Mobile wrestling game. Do you play this mobile wrestling game, Kevin Lord? I appreciate the love.
I'll go.
Not a lot. It is a mobile wrestling game. I'm unsure of what you mean. Sorry, you wanted to put like this in here? Not increase. You wanted to put in
What do you want to do? Max damage build, or you want to do try that same build with her move damage and couple that together?
I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you can also do this, right? You can just do increase your
Yeah,
black move damage, and then hit the 2 moves and be done.
yeah. Double black MP, Sand on the back. So you're gonna get about 75. Well, you got to change the strap then to do that, unless you want to keep it a gem damage strap. But yeah, you would
Change
need
that.
another 4 MP. You would need Santa and take out Tori.
Yeah, take her out of here.
Yep.
Well, I
Let's get
appreciate
a
you
little
being in
mellow in
here,
there.
Kevin, and not consistent enough with the game. I understand. There's a lot going on in the game at all times. Is what it feels like,
Including today, especially today.
including today.
And I would take out Hogan too.
So we need to replace. You want to go move damage trap?
Yeah, I would do a move damage trap because she's gonna get more damage out of that, and then you augment that damage with the gear. All right. So it's 2 6s. Take down. You have the black one. Oh, look at you, Whaley, Whaley Whales.
Oh, you know I Willy Wonka.
Oh, I know you do.
It's got
All
way
right.
too many.
So we're gonna which
We got
plates you want to
we
put
got
on there?
no
You want to
plate.
do
We got no plate chips
already? Oof, you're like Bob. You just
already.
use everything up to
Everything's gone. Well, I wasn't able to
drain
start
it
with
all.
any today because somebody,
Drain it all.
Rusty and Lee, cough cough, left me with none.
Mm,
These
sounds
guys.
like something they would do.
These
Like something they would
guys.
do. The villains. All right. No, go to Jade. Go to
Sorry.
Jade.
Yeah, I went with the wrong one.
Yeah.
We want Bailey. Don't click all. Yes, I've learned that lesson, unfortunately.
I think we all have, including me immediately. First thing I got the account, literally like 3 minutes in, I was distracted by my kids and did it.
Okay. All
All right.
right. What do you want
So
to play?
yeah, so let's do the Leech 8. I'm sorry, the Silence 8. I think it's towards the bottom. I'm not mistaken.
It'll be here somewhere. Unless it's taken. It's not taken.
Uh,
Oh, sure.
nope. Is it used? No.
Got to go
Oh,
back and
there it is.
forth.
Okay, interesting. Of course. Skip right through it.
And then you want
I
black
never
rumble.
normally look at the top row. It's so weird that eyes normally look at the bottom of the
Do you
first
want this
group.
one or the out of control
Black,
plate?
yeah, Black Rumble. Yeah, Black Rumbles. Because I want to try to clip some of those multis. That's the idea behind this gameplay. It is 28, but again, anticipating getting the wild card and hopefully into a little bit of a cascade drop.
All right. So our finisher is now doing 22 million. Our other
Well, no,
move,
that's without the boost. Yeah, that's before the boost.
and that's doing 6 and 9. So we're doing roughly 15 and 22. And now we're going to
Yeah.
increase
Well,
by
hold on,
200%.
boost it, and then you'll see. It should be about 75 million.
200%. All right. So this is now doing 17 and 27. So there's 44 ish,
Yeah.
45 million. And this is doing 66 million.
Yeah. Okay.
Yikes.
Yeah. So that's what 83 million off the top.
Yeah.
More.
Uh, Ocho, you can be. I thought you were already an official discontent
Hmm.
creator.
Okay. So she's already gone. Obviously. Let's see what it shows us.
Oh, we didn't break enough.
Trigger.
We
The
didn't trigger.
trigger. No,
We
the
didn't
wild
trigger
card
that
didn't
one.
trigger. Okay. I mean, she's
Wow.
doing now. She's 83 million on that. Yeah. Do that with her play. It's gonna be more consistent. When I ran her, I didn't miss it, but again, it's still luck of the draw. So let's do that with her plate.
Yeah.
Again, this is without the new moment. The new moment gets another what 100, 150% on the silence. So she's getting or 100% I think it is. So she's getting boosted again. So well, let's do this with her plate.
That's all you need, Ocho. You're getting all the money over there. Why would you want to come over here to be official when you're getting all that Ocho fans money? That's where that's where the money is, man.
Only Ochos.
Only Ocho. All right,
Yeah, let's see
try
what we
that
got.
instead.
I didn't see that October zombie moment in this event. Maybe I gotta look a little further. I didn't see it. It's a good moment to get. It's also because it's so cyclical. You only get this twice a year, and have to jump on it.
That's part of the thing, right? You got to get it when the getting's good, right? It's every 6 months basically with this
Yeah,
game. So
yeah.
like Santa
It's like
Hogan,
the Santa Hogan. Yeah, exactly. Traps on traps on traps.
on drops.
Trap loots everywhere. Here we go. Yeah, so the eighth play won't really matter in this one unless it just clips on its own. But how much is she doing off of that?
Yeah, that did another 30 on top of the 100 and whatever she was doing. So that's
Yeah,
that's
it
easy
did about
140
100.
to 50
Yeah,
million.
150. Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, plus again, the new moment has that, so that's available now if anybody wants to get it. You need 4 bits of it, so don't get too excited. That's only $20. It's 80 if you have enough shards to max.
But if you also have or have gotten these four, then it'll help at least all of them. Anyways, what's next, y'all? We have 10, 15 minutes maybe if we're lucky. After all the brogs and all the things we talked about.
Yeah, we covered all the stuff, right? There's showdown changes that are there, so kind of wait and see how that all fully rolls out. That should be going live next week, as I mentioned.
Yeah,
We have the Zombie Week 2, which obviously stuff is live now and stuff will be rolled out. And then we had the Flash Food stuff, which
yeah.
I'm really big fan of. I like that there's cage over it and don't don't send me fan mail too soon. There is cage, but there's no restrictions at this particular point. So hopefully that doesn't change, bro. Because that'd be really bad.
Yeah. I mean,
As of right now, it looks good.
like they could have been like, you guess what, you can't bring in plates and stuff, but you can bring in steel chairs, right? And steel chairs or
Yeah,
whatever equals, 100% whatever damage or something like that, right?
yeah.
Could have made it sound cooler.
Yeah, yeah, they're good perks. They're good perks, good line bonuses, a lot of any stuff, and you get a lot of good actual buffs for it, both multi and otherwise. So
Yeah.
I'm happy for it. All right, what do you want to see?
I don't know. I'm waiting for someone to tell me what they want. Within reason.
Howdy. We ran Punk. We showed him. He was doing great damage. What was young. We didn't do LA Knight, so let's do LA Knight. Might as well.
Well, yeah, since no one's making any comments, we'll do LA Night.
Yeah. And he's got the gear. Nobody's talking about him. He's got that alien looking gear.
He does.
Anglerfish. Anglerfish.
Weird ass gear.
So creepy.
Bottom row and a
They usually
pyro's
have a
amazing.
theme behind it, but I didn't see a theme this year. I'm confused. That's the previous on here.
Yellow and yellow. It's all yellow. It's easy.
Oh, the boost, yellow gem damage boost. Uh, was it pyro card?
Yeah, he's a pyro card.
I never
Oh,
never used them. I haven't had a chance to preview him either with the new stuff.
oh, he's so good.
He's
150.
fast though. How do you run zombie steamboat? Finally got him. I have a video, but
Exclamation point complain. Rigged.
let me see. I'll post a video. But with this, he's doing. I've seen him out 130 million plus. Zombie dragon. There's a few different ways to run him depending on what you have. You can do the botch build, turned into blue, and again, you can run it event mode specific or perk specific. But this one that I'm going to show you, I'm going to post in here, is using the 8th plate, and then it's using the Tama plate, and that's doing the 130 million. And that's traps.
What is okay? So that's what
They're
it is.
really good sneaky
Break
card.
red, get yellow. It's still not gonna work.
I love low MP cards. Low MP cards are my favorite.
I don't think it's gonna work. If I remember correctly.
What are you trying to do?
I was trying to remember if I could load it up a second time, the boost move, but I can't. There's no way to load that
Yeah,
up a
'cause,
second time.
no.
So yeah, basically this is 5, this is 4, this is 5, double
It just
MP.
drops it.
You're ready to
Yeah, it just
go.
drops it on the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it just drops on the bottom of the phone. Yeah.
increase your yellow.
There. Yep.
Bottom row.
Yeah, Beluski, we did. It just didn't trigger,
7
ironically.
by 1 into. Okay, so we don't want to use this one, right? This one just goes. This one we burn. Oh, we can do this. Oh, you could actually hit this a second time. It's a much more.
Yeah, you need some stuff on the bottom so you can
You need
break it.
some much more Santa to make it work. But you don't actually need to do that because then you can hit this a second time, and that'll get the plate to go off a second time. There you go. Now we get the Piper plate to go off a second time,
Yeah.
and
Look at you.
then we blow up the board. And that
Oh,
was
yellows, no multi,
125.
just boost.
125
125. Hmm.
with no
Yeah,
Maldives.
the Rumble's not gonna do well on that. That as
No,
well,
no, no.
obviously.
You want to have the
Piper
Piper
plate
plate
is
on
still
that.
great. Yeah, Piper plate is still great. I'm surprised they haven't released different colors on it, but the Piper plate is still great.
We can actually do this. going to be that guy. All right, let's do this.
Alfie Macho has a really good build. I posted about a month ago too. That's does a lot more damage than people think. It doesn't always trigger. I mean, it triggered basically almost every time for me except once or
And
twice.
that
But
turns 1 by
again,
7
it's
into yellow. So we do this.
for Dragon LC Blue.
For Z Dragon. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah. So yeah, for Sea Dragon, you're gonna need
As long
the
as we don't
8X
cascade.
and the
We did
Tama plate on
cascade.
there.
Boo this
You can
man.
do it with
It's fine. Worked out fine in our favor.
cascade.
Wanted to hit it twice, but we got unlucky board. Yeah, easy 120.
Double green yellow on C Bailey. Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen anybody run her double green yellow. Let me see. Her gear is not, I wouldn't say it's unnecessary, but it's also not super necessary because move damage is her best build anyway, for her, the quickest build and the best build. But if you're doing, oh, you're doing the steal, you're doing it, you're spending a lot of time in the match then, unless you don't have some of the stuff to make her move damage
Mm-hmm.
really
Yeah, that would
meaningful.
that would be a
But
lot
I would
more.
not be running, yeah, I would not be running that
Let's
build.
try this again. I want to see what a second 300 will do.
And his gear boosts yellow gem damage 150% if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
As long as you don't cascade up here, then you're good. And I cascaded again. This trucking game. I'll go 2 times, finish this damn match. It just
You
wants me to
staying in?
cascade. This game just wants me to
And it's a
cascade
win.
all the time.
Yeah. There you go.
I try to leave these all in my videos now, all the times that I cascade, because it just happens so dang often. It only happens when I'm either streaming or when I'm
Yeah.
actually trying to like record a video, which
Oh,
is
good. Nobody's grading you. You got tenure.
happens all the time. Thank God for tenure. It's ridiculousness. All right.
Yeah, I see what you're doing with the build, Kurgan. Just not something that I would use. That's just not my gameplay. But if you enjoy it, then obviously you do what you enjoy. You're supposed to enjoy the gameplay and your style. So just run with what you got. But for Zombie Bailey, her best gameplay is 2 moves, double black MP if you have the
My
stuff.
God, would you just stop
Oh,
cascading? God dang.
bro, punishing himself
My goodness.
for the community, for the people.
So bad.
I did it for the stream. Look at this. What are you doing? You still got it done.
Just like 3 in a row. This game is just punishing me.
Mm.
Ridiculous. Not funny anymore. Maybe it is funny. It's actually pretty
I just got a DM that I couldn't help but laugh at. Great J, man.
funny.
Boy.
All right, last time. This doesn't. I don't know. This is the last time, regardless, because we done.
Braun, F8 MP, still needed, still 40 short M. Well, you don't need Braun for Bailey. You need Carmelo. The Carmelo block 4
There we
MP, so you
go.
do them two. If you don't have a middle line bonus, you'd put on the bottom. You do Sand on the back. You get the starting, and that's your 10 MP for the finisher. Or you can use the other black move to charge, but it's a cascade risk, which, as we're seeing, bro is self-cascading
I'm
himself
self
tonight.
cascading myself. The one by
You heard self-medicating, now you heard about self-cascading.
oh, I can't even do what I'm trying to do anyways. Whatever I'm trying to do doesn't make any sense, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Because
all
this
right.
makes yellow.
I'm,
This
I'm leaving it to your own devices
what? Hold
at
on.
this point.
I chose a 1 by 7 to swap into red gems. That's why this isn't working. I keep making everything into red gems. Everything's not supposed to be. I hate everything. Whatever. We're done here.
Yeah,
We're
all
done
right.
here.
There's
Class is
always
over.
the yeah. I was gonna say there's always the quit button.
Class is over.
Winner,
We're done here.
winner. He's dropping out.
We're done here.
Drop out. College dropout.
This is the worst day ever.
That's
Anyways,
right, Curry. That's right. You're doing that. Pretty good.
there's a way to make
You need
this
to be
work. I
better.
have no idea what I'm doing anymore, but one day I'll figure this out. So, anyways, appreciate everybody being out here. Hope everybody has a
Yep.
great rest of your Monday. And thank you, Flex, for joining me today. We'll make sure to put, what is it? Flex?
Appreciate you having me.
Does that work? No, it's TWF. Is that what it is? Are we good? Yeah, there it
Yep.
is. There's Flex's information. Make sure you go check out TWF
Okay.
Gaming.
Thank you, brother.
No worries. And thanks everybody else for coming on out here. Tomorrow I will be doing my giveaway 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific time. So I will see you for some mosh pitting on my channel. And if you don't know where to find my channel, it is right there. So I will see y'all tomorrow. And Merrick's hopefully we'll have some other gameplay tomorrow night with the new moment. So thanks everybody for being here. Thanks Flex for being here. And we will catch y'all next time. Bro Flex out.